this whole pandemic has influenced everyone, right? And sometimes if there's a wound in my hand, you can see it. If it's right here, you can see it. It's on my hand. But if there's something going on in here, you can't see it till I tell you.
So today's guest is very well known among all the Indian entertainment industry. She's working in the industry from the age of 7. She's beautiful, talented, and very hardworking. She's all set to make her Bollywood debut with Arjun Rampal, and she's known by the name of Princess. Her fans call her Princess. Here's welcoming Digangana Suryavanshi. Yes. So, how are you? How have you doing in this phase, in this
I'm
pandemic phase?
good. How are you?
I am good. So, how's the pandemic been treating you?
It's not treating well anybody. It's just heartbreaking. Every day is some kind of news that's heartbreaking, and I don't know how to even react to the whole situation anymore. Because I've just reached a point where I'm like, I don't know, has the mankind done something? I'm sure we have done something to deserve this, but I really hope this ends soon. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm missing shooting. I don't want people to suffer.
yeah. So we all know you have a movie coming up with Arjun Rampal. So please put a light on it. What's the movie all about? When it's going to hit the OTT screens now?
I am not talking about it, and you are yet to find out about everything.
Wait, what is the movie all about? I tried, searching about it, but I could not find a lot of information. Oh, something about your role, release date, anything?
No, the only thing that I can tell you is doing a Hindi film, and then you should know the dates very soon.
So we see you have worked in Indian television, then you have in Telugu industry also. Now you are hitting Bollywood. So which is your favorite, platform? Which is your favorite industry to work in? Which industry provides more creative space to you?
Um, Honestly, all. Because I think I've been fortunate to be able to do great work in all these industries. And, by great work, I don't really mean what chances I have been given. I mean the people that I got a chance to be associated with and the scripts that I got to be a part of. Right from beginning, from Veera to Big Boss, I love television. Like my heart is always, it's always going to be there because I started off my career with it. So there's no way that I'm going to be like, oh, I'm done with television and stuff. That's not the case. I love and respect television, but then there are choices that we make as people, and that's what I did because I felt like I wanted to explore, get in kind of an exposure that I think films offered, and play different roles every 6 months. And that's like a thing. Every 3 months, if possible, God's grace. Let's hope. So I have, Telugu, Tamil, the films that I've done, it's challenging with the language. Like I love the script and I love being a part of these films, but I know there was an extra kind of effort and work that went into getting the dialogues right, and like I need to
Makes sense.
prep and stuff. With Hindi, I don't have to do that. I'm like chill.
Yes.
I am so good, but with other languages, I have to. But film industry has been cool.
So, was there any stereotype did you face while like moving from TV to film industry? Like she's a TV actor or something? Because many TV actors who make their debut in Bollywood feel such kind of things.
See, I think it's a self instinct. It's how also you make yourself feel. Um, Audition didn't come in a flat. I was auditioned. I was in a phase where I was a kid and I was doing supporting roles because I could have not done a titular role. Then I was 16 when I got a title role. It's a journey. I gave it time. I gave it a lot of work. Right? I wasn't like I wish I was a producer's son. I didn't say that to television, right? Like I could have been like they're easy. With films also, I mean, I've barely given it 2 years. I've been able to do 6 films. I'm shooting for two more now. I don't think I have a reason to complain. And see, film is an entirely different world. Okay, let's be honest. And I feel that we do have our own struggles, our own privileges, and sometimes we don't have that. But I don't look at it like that.
Yes. Recently you released a film about mental health, and it has gone really viral. I saw it on Instagram. So, what was your inspiration about that particular film?
I think the situation, I feel that people don't take, or I have not seen people take mental health as seriously as I think it should be taken. I think it is a topic that deserves dignity and grace, and it should not be looked down upon as mental sickness that people who are extremely mad or sick are the only people who go to a psychiatrist. That's not what mental health is about, and it's very, very sad that people still look at it like that. I wanted to write it because I felt and I believed that this whole pandemic has influenced everyone, right? And sometimes see, if there's a wound in my hand, you can see it. You know, if it's right here, you can see it. It's on my hand. But if there's something going on in here, you can't see it till I tell you. So I wanted to make it short, but I wanted to make it impactful, and I wanted everyone to understand that it is okay to feel however you're feeling. But then you need to also help yourself come out of it. Because if you decide that मैं तो ऐसे ही feel करूंगी and अब मुझे depression है, depression मतलब ट्यूबरक्लोसिस तो नहीं है, करेक्ट? ये कोई ऐसी बीमारी नहीं है जो दवाई खा के ठीक हो सकती है. The idea is that you have to psych your own head in a way that you help yourself. So that was the whole purpose. I just hope it worked.
So, how do you keep your mental health in check? How do you take care of it?
बहुत सारी बातें with माँ पापा.
Okay.
I to talk a lot with my family,
Okay.
and I think that is one of the best remedies.
Yes.
You're in a fuss, go to your family and talk your heart out, and
Right.
that's gonna solve most of the things.
Right, exactly. So, what is your take on this whole Sushant Singh sequence that we are having, the media trials and everything that is going on? How do you take it as an artist?
Honestly, the whole thing is very, 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 very sad,
Right,
and I have lost any kind of opinion anymore. I think that feeling of Sushant not being amongst us is that is the most dominant feeling. Like every time I think of it or I hear about it, it just breaks my heart because यार एक बार जो चला जाता है ना वो वापस नहीं आता. So everything else is something that we're yet to know and stuff like that. We're yet to find out because there's so much conversation around it. एक चीज है, मैं दिल से चाहती हूँ, there has to be justice for sure. वो क्या होगा, we'll find out. How I feel about it, I'm I'm in lack of words and opinion. I can't describe how it. You wake up and you suddenly hear that this person's no more. मैंने ना 3 बारी check किया था. Are people talking about the same person? Is this guy really
yes.
no more?
It's unbelievable. Like
That's how
Sushant,
it played.
yes,
I पता नहीं. I don't think I will be able to believe it for some more time. It's not sinking properly.
yes. Right. So, like changing the mood. How, like, I am just curious to know why your fans call you princess. Like, how did that term came from? Why princess, and how did it like origin? Where did it came from? Like,
You're like, really? You put me in one mood and then you put me out like another mood.
just to bring you on the lighter
Okay.
note.
So following that, and they think that I advocate as a princess sometimes. And I don't know, I think that's just a really sweet gesture. I knew there's this one point they started calling me princess, and then they made all these things like caps and t-shirts that had princess written on it. And then it went everywhere, like everywhere they mentioned princess. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I take it.
So, what are your future plans now? What are you looking after like this pandemic is over? What are your things that you will be resuming to?
So I'm shooting for two films, of course, and I hope to be shooting for them very, very soon, because right now, the whole shooting procedure, like the whole, because film set is not like a unit of 30, 40 people, right? We at least need 150 people. So with COVID-19, the whole precautions and stuff, like, can people actually gather up onto that mass level? So it's difficult, but I'm hearing that we'll be able to shoot soon. So I'm just waiting for it.
So
That's where my heart is. Like, I want to be back on set.
yes, everybody wants to resume to their work. You know, this new normal phase.
I know. That's a
So I went through your Instagram. I saw that you are connected to nature in a lot many ways. There have been posts you are doing planting or you have been cleaning the garden or something. So how do you connect to the nature with do you also take some precautions to preserve to conserve the environment to to be
for
more
sure.
eco.
You know, small things like not throwing plastic around, small things like making sure that you don't waste food because it's obviously given by nature to us, making sure that we don't waste water, making sure that we don't take any of these things for granted. Like when you go to a garden and you start plucking plants and you see grass, like it is absolutely okay. These are very little and tiny things, but these are the things that people need to listen to and understand, because the moment you make smaller steps, bigger steps also pave way. Like, I know that as a common man, as a common person, we can't really make the big moves. But if we make the smaller moves, I'm sure the big moves will take care of their own self.
It will
And
follow.
I think we owe big time. I mean, come on, yeah, nature's given us everything, and we've been shooting at it like left, right, and that doesn't work. I feel like I look at see when it's raining, it's so pleasant. It's nice. I can look at greenery all the time. Honestly, genuinely, if I put you in a house and I tell you that I'm going to build really big towers around it, you won't be able to look at it. It almost looks like a concrete jungle after a point, right? But I put like lavish green around you and I say that look at it. You'll be like, I can spend the rest of my life here.
Right.
That's the difference. And then we don't care about it.
How are you maintaining your fitness in this time? What exercises, what plans are you following? What diet plans you are doing?
Functional, most I'm doing functional training, I'm doing some yoga. I've recently realized how important breathing is. Like, to hold your breath,
Soothes you
to
down.
realize you're breathing.
Yes, very soothing.
It's the best thing. Honestly, yoga is the best. Anybody who's not tried it, please do that, because I feel हिंदुस्तानी होने के बावजूद हम इन सारी चीज़ों को इग्नोर करते हैं
Right.
कि ये करते हैं वो करते हैं, it's good for fitness, but I think yoga is a huge powerhouse.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Digangana.
Good talking to you. Bye. Take care.
Bye. Bye.